I made the mistake of underestimating the BHS. I didn't take into account how low those geriatric assholes would go. I am tired of the company that I helped build from the ground up being ridiculed and made fun of by the same wrestlers that beg for a spot on this card when it is convenient for them. I don't know who I can trust anymore. I don't know what my place is here at 880.
I'm Eamon.
I'm Merlin.
And we're a gay.
And his NB.
Are you a reality television connoisseur?
Do you like it discussed from an LGBTQ lens?
If so, A Gay and His NB is the podcast for you.
Hear us break down all your favorite guilty pleasure reality shows from Bravo, Drag Race, and just about everything in between.
Listen to A Gay and His NB on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to podcasts.
Hey, that was a really interesting video that just went up on the internet, huh?
Yeah.
And that was addressed to us from the matriarchy.
Oh,
they
the
had some interesting things to say.
They sure did.
Yeah.
They did not mention, though, that they haven't given us the time of day since we moved to Pittsburgh.
No.
But, hey, now suddenly, for some reason, you want to wrestle us. God, I can't imagine.
I don't know, maybe something changed. But, nevertheless, there was a word that you chose in that video. There was one specific one that actually made me a little bit angry. And that word was deserve. You said that you deserve these Harvey Milk and Sylvester Tag Team Championship titles? Deserve.
Oh, just like that. We should just give you a title shot. Because, what? Because you pulled my tights to roll me up in a five-man match, and now suddenly we're going to let you try to have these?
Interesting.
What do you think? What do you think?
Here's the thing. These belts are actually much bigger than us. They're much bigger than both of you. And that means that we want to highlight queer talent. And that includes you.
It does. And I would love to highlight us beating you to retain our titles. So sure, bring it.
Yeah, we'll see you at the World Series, matriarchy. Creeps love you.
Well, hello, friends. I'm your pal in the mainstream media.
And I'm the Riz.
And, Riz, it takes years of strenuous, dedicated training before you're worthy to step inside a professional wrestling ring. But it takes even more time to develop complex, highly astute opinions about professional wrestling. Am I right?
That is correct.
Yes.
And you know where we can combine that?
Yes.
On the Wrestling Mayhem.
That's right.
Sidekick Media Services. We are your sidekick in business for social media, video production, and more. Find out more at sidekickmediaservices.com.
Tonight, the matriarchy has pinned the full queer tag team champions, and we have earned the right to face them for those tag team titles. And best believe we deserve to be champions. We deserve to reign over every tag team for that championship. And best believe, honey, we will win.
And not only will we win, not only will we deserve these tag team championships, but we will bring a new reign, a new day, a new matriarchy to full queer. So whenever you want to, creeps, we're ready.
Last Friday, the Black Hand Society further cemented their dominance over 880 Wrestling. I made the mistake of underestimating the BHS. I didn't take into account how low those geriatric assholes would go. I am tired of the company that I helped build from the ground up being ridiculed and made fun of by the same wrestlers that beg for a spot on this card when it is convenient for them. I don't know who I can trust anymore. I don't know what my place is here at 880.
I'm Eamon.
I'm Merlin.
And we're a gay.
And his NB.
Are you a reality television connoisseur?
Do you like it discussed from an LGBTQ lens?
If so, A Gay and His NB is the podcast for you.
Hear us break down all your favorite guilty pleasure reality shows from Bravo, Drag Race, and just about everything in between.
Listen to A Gay and His NB on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to podcasts.
Hey, that was a really interesting video that just went up on the internet, huh?
Yeah.
And that was addressed to us from the matriarchy.
Oh,
they had some interesting things to say.
They sure
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
They did not mention, though, that they haven't given us the time of day since we moved to Pittsburgh.
No.
But, hey, now suddenly, for some reason, you want to wrestle us. God, I can't imagine.
I don't know, maybe something changed. But, nevertheless, there was a word that you chose in that video. There was one specific one that actually made me a little bit angry. And that word was deserve. You said that you deserve these Harvey Milk and Sylvester Tag Team Championship titles? Deserve.
Oh, just like that. We should just give you a title shot because, what? Because you pulled my tights to roll me up in a five-man match, and now suddenly we're gonna let you try to have these?
Interesting.
What do you think? What do you think?
Here's the thing. These belts are actually much bigger than us. They're much bigger than both of you. And that means that we want to highlight queer talent. And that includes you.
It does. And I would love to highlight us beating you to retain our titles. So sure, yeah, bring it.
Yeah, we'll see you at the World Series, matriarchy. Creeps love you.
Well, hello, friends. I'm your pal in the mainstream media.
And I'm the Riz.
And, Riz, it takes years of strenuous, dedicated training before you're worthy to step inside a professional wrestling ring. But it takes even more time to develop complex, highly astute opinions about professional wrestling. Am I right?
That is correct. And you know where we can combine that?
Yes.
On the Wrestling Mayhem.
That's right.
Sidekick Media Services. We are your sidekick in business for social media, video production, and more. Find out more at sidekickmediaservices.com.
Tonight, the matriarchy has pinned the full queer tag team champions, and we have earned the right to face them for those tag team titles. And best believe we deserve to be champions. We deserve to reign over every tag team for that championship. And best believe, honey, we will win.
And not only will we win, not only will we deserve these tag team championships, but we will bring a new reign, a new day, a new matriarchy to full queer. So whenever you want to, creeps, we're ready.
Last Friday, the Black Hand Society further cemented their dominance over 880 Wrestling. I made the mistake of underestimating the BHS. I didn't take into account how low those geriatric assholes would go. I am tired of the company that I helped build from the ground up being ridiculed and made fun of by the same wrestlers that beg for a spot on this card when it is convenient for them. I don't know who I can trust anymore. I don't know what my place is here at 880.
I'm Eamon.
I'm Merlin.
And we're a gay.
And his NB.
Are you a reality television connoisseur?
Do you like it discussed from an LGBTQ lens?
If so, A Gay and His NB is the podcast for you.
Hear us break down all your favorite guilty pleasure reality shows from Bravo, Drag Race, and just about everything in between.
Listen to A Gay and His NB on Apple Podcasts, Spotify.
To Dottie Block.
Buddies, buddies, buddies! Everybody needs a friend. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Put that microphone down, Matt! I am SGN John. Standing next to me is my best friend, Joe Murphy. Together we are Buddies, Inc. I know. I'm here to address something very important tonight. You see, last week, the bozo in the sky, Toddy Tondera, really made an uh-oh. You see, Toddy wagered him and Sean Collier being at the World Series on Keith Haught being able to beat Remy LeVay. Well, we all know how that turned out, right, Toddy?
I know how it turned out, John. I know how it turned out.
No Sean, no Toddy. Which, that just makes me wonder. Saturday is 880 Wrestling's World Series live at the historic Penn Brewery. And who could announce it? Could we find, arguably, the greatest host in 880 Wrestling history to come out of retirement to announce the big show? Oh, we did, people. And I'm so proud to announce, announcing it at the World Series, it's me! Yay! And what that means is the last thing you will hear Saturday night is me proudly announcing the Black Hand Society as the winners.
Sorry, folks, I've been quiet up here this night. Toddy Tondera with you again. Unfortunately, 880 Wrestling last week on Thursday Night Fights, I did risk a lot. I said if Keith Haught does not defeat Remy LeVay for the 880 championship, that, well, the production from 880 World Series will not have any 880 folks on it. So Sean Collier is out. I am out.
All right, John. I will give you some credit. You're pretty good at ring announcing when you're... All right, I guess I get some music too. Listen. I cannot think of anything worse than you being the one to call the World Series. I mean, come on, you are out here every week tearing people down, choosing sides, and just being an ass.
I don't do that. No.
Sure. But beyond that, you are obsessed with this idea that people who aren't at this show are missing. Come on, you. For some context, back in July, I got hurt. I had to step away from the ring. And during that time, my tag partner, Nick Wilde, decided to turn evil and beat everybody's ass. And you know what? Because you guys don't hang out in the locker room, I can understand why you thought I was missing, because you clearly don't listen to the shows back to hear me on commentary every week. But I'm back now, and I have been back for a while. And yet, somehow you two are convinced that I'm an imposter. But I'm not. In fact, I've been here, and I have been proving that when I'm on commentary, no matter who's in the ring, I call matches fair and square. So I think between the two of us, I am way more qualified to call the main event of the World Series at Penn Brewery.
Hey, step back, shut up. Well, Tatiana, you know what I have to say to that? The Black Hand Society didn't pick you. Now get out of here.
That is a very, very fair point. I didn't think you were going to hand over the main event that easily, so I'm here with an offer. I say we decide who calls the main event like most people do in this business. Right here in the middle of this ring.
Tatiana wants to call the main event in 880 World Series on Saturday.
Not Tiana, and that's no. No, why would I do that? No.
Well, I give you one reason why. Because it'll give you the opportunity to expose me as the imposter you so desperately believe I am.
No.
No?
I
You
get
don't
nothing.
want to prove to everybody that I'm the imposter? That Tatiana is still missing? You don't want that chance?
No.
You don't want the chance to, I don't know, maybe cut off my hair and prove it?
Are you suggesting you're going to put your hair on the line on this match?
I am suggesting hair versus microphone.
Okay. You see, well, after our match tonight, Joe Murphy has to go take care of new business. I am happy to turn the page on old business on Saturday.
I'm happy to turn the page in general.
All right, one-on-one. I'm for it. Let's do it.
Yeah, not so fast. You see, just like you're going to be losing your hair on Saturday, I've noticed you have a tendency to lose tag partners. You lost Nick's. Where's Reese? And, well, Keith's busy. So how about this? You find a tag partner for Saturday, and don't worry, my publisher will get me one that is just fine. I will have a buddy for Saturday.
So, as long as I find a partner, you'll do the match?
I'm in.
Well, good news, John. I'm not going to find a buddy, per se. I'm going to find something much, much better.
Much better.
Well, you know, as you said, I think you're an imposter. So, I don't even know if that hair is real. So why don't we just yank it all off tonight and find out?
There we are. Okay. Oh, here we go. Somebody we haven't seen in a few weeks. It's the supersonic blur, Mikey Montgomery, coming out here to protect Tatiana. Now, from what I understand, at 880 World Series, the main event is on the line. Buddies Incorporated, Tatiana and Mikey. If Team Tatiana wins, Tatiana is going to call that main event at Penn Brewery.
This match is a tag team attraction scheduled for one fall. Already in the ring. First, from the local flower shop, it is the unwilting Tatiana, her tag team partner. From the Green Hills of Scott Township, it's Supersonic Mikey Montgomery.
There he is, fresh off a match of Billy Dixon. It enjoys very evil. Enjoy wrestling. We had fun. Our whole crew had fun. Straight off of that match here.
The team of the Monarch, Clayton King, and the cult classic, Prince Hakuda. This is the royalty.
So if you're just joining us, beginning the show off here, Tatiana put her hair on the line, teaming with Mikey Montgomery. Now, if Team Tatiana loses, Tatiana is going to get her head shaved, but if she wins, she will be your ring announcer for Penn Brewery's 880 Wrestling's World Series there on Saturday. And again, I want to deeply apologize. Last week, I put the stake of 880 Wrestling on the line. I said Keith Haught would walk home with the 880 championship. If not, 880 production was off the show, including myself and Sean Collier, so we will not be there on Saturday. Sorry to the fans that are watching. Hopefully you didn't watch last week. But the diamond in the rough, if Tatiana and Mikey could defeat the royalty here, Tatiana is going to be in the main event. Call in the main event, Black Hand Society versus Team 880 tomorrow. On the opposing side of the ring, a debuting Prince Akanon. We have not seen Prince Akanon here before. The bell is ringing. And if you've been watching 880 Wrestling as of late, you have seen Clayton King. Clayton King, new to the professional wrestling world. But Prince Akanon, he's seen a few dirty alleys before. Prince Akanon, 100 matches on the year. And as a total, he's up there around 975 matches for his career. I don't know how embellished that is. Prince Akanon making his debut at 880 Wrestling. Oh, rolling through here is the Blonde Blur. Oh, and as I mentioned before, Mikey Montgomery versus Billy Dixon just happened. Oh, I don't know that Prince could really get up on that kip up. I mean, but who can keep up with Mikey Montgomery? Oh. For Prince Akanon, always a trickster. Regular up there for ECPW. So the Prince has taken the King under his wing a little bit, forming the royalty. And if the royalty is victorious here, Tatiana's going to have to shave her head. So what an impressive debut that would be for the loyalty. Oh, there we go. Can't trick a trickster, especially one that's draped in gold. And I don't mean championship belts, I mean just his attire. I mean, you saw that robe he came out in. Oh, revving up the engine is Mikey Montgomery. Look how fast he's going, folks. If you are in the chat, thank you on YouTube, TikTok, Twitch. I see TikTok right in front of me. And there are some folks there, too. Every Thursday here, 8 p.m. If you're watching live, that's how you do it every week. Or you could come here and watch it. A little whoa, 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 whoa from Mikey Montgomery. Oh! Twisting around here in the cover. 2! Oh, just a 2 count. In comes Tatiana, and as some guy named John said, Tatiana has had a lot of tag team partners here. Oh, big double axe handle. Tatiana created the Wildflowers. Been tag teaming with Keith Haught. Oh, here's a cover here. No, just a 1 count, and now in there with Mikey Montgomery. Oh, hiding his proverbial tail between his legs and now commanding Clayton King to do his dirty work. Somebody has done, oh, big shoulder tackle. Somebody who has done 975s of these things. He certainly knows how to get himself out of some trouble. Oh, kick through. Clayton King knocked back, and here comes Tatiana. Big front forearm here. Oh, shades of the Cannonball Kid. Tatiana making her mark there. Oh, the cover. 2! Oh. Prince Akanon almost grabbing the hair of the Botanical Badass. We have this and so much more to come tonight. The Runway is here. Den of Desire is here. Nick's Wilde has another challenge for Reese Hayes as Reese Hayes attempts to get up the pecking order back to the TNF Championship. Keith Haught's here. Fourth Line's here. Oh, look at that. That was no tag. The royalty acting like the 1% here. There was no official tag made. This new tag, okay. Strutting his Prince stuff is Akanon. Of course, a part of Nope up in New Jersey. It's a crazy cats up there. I've been up there before, and crazy energy up in New Jersey now. Oh! And that's the kind of games that Prince Akanon plays. I've seen him with fireballs in people's faces. Any shifty way to do anything. Prince Akanon read the book on that. Now it's under the tutelage of Akanon. Clayton King once again doing his dirty work. Just a 2 count. Jake in the TikTok stream said, let's go wrestlers. Who to cheer for? You can cheer for whoever you want, but I'll tell you what, the royalty, I don't know if they're friends of ours, Jake. Just a 2 count. Anybody in the YouTube chat? Say hello. Tatiana on the other side of that big boot, now choking the life out of Tatiana, and a lot on the line for Tatiana. If you want to talk about bravery, Tatiana has been through so much lately at 880 Wrestling. She's willing to put it all on the line, and again, big bulldog, it's a cover. Just a 2 count. TR out in the street is here. What is going on with that new windbreaker, buddy? Photo Christopher down there. Dan on camera tonight. Sidekick Media Services up top. Jake says, I'm a semi-professional wrestling manager. Well, aren't we all? Double axe handle. Whoa, that's one way to enter a wrestling match, huh? Prince, you're legal, I believe. Prince can't see anything in front of him, and hey, that's your boy Clayton. Oh no! The Monarch is down by a back elbow. And Mikey Joe, hey! Good God! Prince is really messing up this royalty thing. Taking directions from Mikey Montgomery. I think he thinks he's taking directions from Clayton King. Oh, goodness gracious. Is Clayton King going to tap? Is Clayton King going to tap? Prince really hasn't. Now Prince is having the come to Jesus meeting with himself and realizes what just happened here? All orchestrated by Mikey Montgomery. I don't know that he even did that on purpose. The clergy's castle. 2. Just a 2 count. Well, folks, Mikey Montgomery, bigger brain than you would think from an underdog, really had those boys at each other's faces, and now there we go. Tatiana and Mikey take over. Coming back from the rope here. More than just a victory on the line. There's some hair on the line. old Y-I-Oughta is taking a little bit too long. Ripcord knee. Clayton's falling out. Oh, kick low. Oh. Down goes Tatiana over the rope. Look out below, Clayton. Big crossbody. That's going to leave Mikey and Prince Akanon in the ring. Prince doesn't know where he is, and Mikey has something in mind for the royalty. Oh! In a state of Futurama peril, Prince Akanon just eats a Zoidberg elbow from Mikey Montgomery. And you can ring it up. Tati and Mikey
Here
win.
are your winners, the team of Tatiana and Mikey Montgomery.
Well, folks, I like that one for sure. Mikey Montgomery, Tatiana victorious. Also, when we have a little bit of time, our loved ones back there in Cleveland, I'm sure you know who you are if you're watching. You are in our hearts tonight. I know you folks always watch Thursday night fights. We love you right back. Get well soon, folks. Oh! I don't know about this royalty. Oh, God. Royalty breaking up right in front. But we got to get back to the ring in another tag team match. First time ever. This is a first time ever match coming up.
As we have a tag team attraction that is scheduled for one fall.
See Peyton Graham Cracker in the chat. Embley in the chat says it's chat rat hours. Mr. Opinionated, first time here. Well, give me your opinions. Oh, Adrian Kirsch is in there. What a stinky, smelly guy to be in the chat.
Introducing first, straight off the catwalk, weighing in at 48 karat gold. First, he's the fashionista of professional wrestling, Calvin Couture. His tag team partner, Mr. Design, Tyler Klein. Collectively, they are known as the Runway.
Joining me on commentator, Mikey Montgomery. Welcome to the booth, buddy.
Thanks for having me, Toddy. I am super gassed.
Yeah.
Did I miss anything? I don't.
Well, Tatiana still has hair.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
thank God.
Yeah, thank God. We were just talking about your match with Billy Dixon over at Enjoys Very Evil. Make sure when that drops, y'all come out to see it.
Definitely, Enjoy's definitely a special place for me, but I can't help but smile every time I come to 880 and pick up a victory. And here comes one of the people that I reluctantly have beaten in the past, Sammy Suntimer and Aleo Dream.
The Psychedelic Prince, Sammy Suntimer, and the Prophecy, Aleo Dreams. This is Psychedelic Dreams.
Psychedelic Dreams over the last month is a tag team that have combined Aleo Dreams, Sammy Suntimer, and Mikey. You're the perfect cat to talk about this. I mean, you've been in there both tag teaming with Sammy Suntimer. You've also had a match with Sammy Suntimer. What do you think about these parties of theirs?
You know, as a man who grew up, 18 years old in the wrestling business, I understand what it's like for these young gentlemen to want to party and have a good time. I can't approve of all of their antics, but they sure do look like some good friends to be around. That being said, though, they are in for a treat, if you could call it a treat, with the Runway.
Mm-hmm.
They are in for one heck of a challenge. I, on many occasions, have been in the ring with the Runway, and it is
recent, yeah.
I have never come out unscathed.
Runway, of course, was a part of Enjoy's Very Evil as well. Make sure you stay tuned to see what they had a brilliant tag match to open Very Evil. So when that drops, make sure you see it. Headlock in the center of the ring to start things out here.
Aleo doing a good job of popping his head out, getting that waist lock.
Now, if there is a measuring stick in tag team wrestling, it certainly is the Runway. So for a young team like Psychedelic Dreams, I mean, let's see.
Well, I mean, it means everything to these young gentlemen. I mean, a win against the Runway here could mean, potential tag team championship shots in the future. Like you said, the Runway is a staple in the Midwest when it comes to tag teams, and it's you'll be hard-pressed to find a tag team as cohesive as Tyler Klein and Calvin Couture.
See that leapfrog? I thought the tip of Leo's hair was going to hit the ceiling, but look how quick he's getting in there. 2. Yeah, if you can go against the Runway, I mean, it's certainly proving something to 880 Wrestling.
For sure, and I'm very familiar with Sammy Suntimer and Aleo Dream because they have been coming to Tuesday classes with Mikey Montgomery.
Oh, Tuesdays with Mikey, huh?
Yep. It's a staple on the 880 Instagram page.
Oh, you want to talk about a staple? That's a staple to the face from Aleo there to Calvin.
Sure.
Oh.
And another one to boot with a boot.
2. Oh, just a 2 count. Not too bad. I guess people are filing in here.
Come on, Sammy. Sammy took just a little bit too long on that super kick and got a flatliner for it.
Right from the basement came that flatliner.
See, Sammy, just so young in this business. He wants the crowd to get into it, but taking a little bit too long on that super kick will cost you against a veteran tag team like the Runway.
How 880 Wrestling, we want to tape the mat, and we pick the brightest color tape you've ever seen the contrast with the ring.
So, Toddy, I'm going to go ahead and break this down a little bit for you.
Yeah.
I'm the one who put that tape on the ring.
Mikey Montgomery put that tape there.
On Tuesday, yeah.
That's a Mikey job, okay.
Well, that was, I asked for duct tape, and that was what was brought to me.
Who gave you the duct tape? Who gave you that? You can snitch.
I don't want to.
Anyway, it's red. Oh, man.
It matches the Runway's expensive-looking tights that they've got on.
Yeah, of course, the Runway always dressed to impress. Not only during their wrestling match, before and after.
Oh, absolutely. You'd be hard-pressed to not find Tyler Klein in a fashionable bubble jacket.
And, of course, the fashionista himself there with the back elbow. Oh!
Big hip check in the corner.
Big splash there.
Big stanger.
Oh, Bulldog. I don't know that Sammy knows where he is. Calvin Couture with the cover.
To be fair, I don't know that Sammy knows where he is the majority of the time.
If anything, maybe that knocked him kind of back into it. I don't know. Kind of a buzzkill, right?
Back to reality.
Yeah.
I just noticed, is that a TikTok Live going on?
That's
in
a
front of
TikTok
us?
Live, yeah. There's 147 people in it.
I love that.
There you go. That's kind of us, if you kind of do that.
Oh, sweet. Oh,
Yeah.
It's like a little mirror. That's
Yeah,
cool.
we are on TikTok, so if you are watching and want to watch 2 cameras at once, you can watch what's in the ring and then Mikey and I talking up here. Oh,
that veteran experience out of Tyler Klein.
Yeah, a little bit over and under and nothing there.
Into a guillotine-style lariat over his knee.
Remember back in the early 90s, they used to call that a slop drop. They did. Some folks did.
Oh, what now?
Until Sting. Have you ever heard of Sting, the wrestler?
No.
Okay.
I've heard of Stang. Is that the same person?
Duck under the clothesline. Sting coming right back with a super kick. TK down.
That'll knock in. And next week, Aleo Dreams trying to wake up Sammy Suntimer a little bit with those boots, trying to get some shockwaves to Sammy's brain. He's going to make his way over the slow crawl into the tag. Come on, Sammy. There he is.
Tag into Leo, and here comes Calvin Couture. They're going to meet at center ice and just collide there. Oh, duck under. Oh. Oh, step up Inzaguri.
That was beautiful. Setting him up.
Oh. Think about Aleo. He just reeks of confidence.
Absolutely.
He's confident in his movement and confident in what he does.
Maybe a little bit overconfident on that zigzag.
I mean, we were all, like 20 once at some point?
Absolutely.
Oh,
looks like
no.
some sort of glam slam.
Glamorous. Oh, here comes Sammy back up.
Into that DDT.
To the moon DDT, and it is a pink out on Dottie block.
Oh, no. He's got him hooked for that unprettier.
And out goes Sammy. I mean, let's just think about Sammy Suntimer. He's claiming a color. I mean, not a lot of people can claim a color.
Absolutely. Both Aleo sporting that pink with confidence. Going into that playmaker position. Oh, weaves out, hits it with a big knee.
Cover. 2. Ooh. Tell you what, they're really stepping up to the runway.
Absolutely. Aleo knowing that he needs Sammy. Because this.
What's this about?
Oh, maybe going for a pop-up elbow.
Yeah, something of the sort.
Jeez! Into a big Uranagi.
Huge Uranagi there by TK. Oh, God. Oh!
Into the makeover. Extreme Makeover Face Edition, and that is going to be it.
And you could ring it up. The runway victorious on TNF.
Winners, the Runway.
Another W in the column for Tyler Klein and Calvin Couture.
Not without a valiant effort by Aleo Dream and Sammy Suntimer. Both two up-and-comers who just need a little bit more, and they'll be on that next level.
Oh.
Look at that. The show of respect.
Or at least I think so. Yeah.
Absolutely. I know a show of respect when I see one, Toddy.
You know a sign of respect.
Gotten a
Thank
couple.
you, boys. Thank you, Psychedelic Dreams.
Oh, look
Thank
at
you
this.
to the runway.
Beautiful.
Now, talking about the runway, their rivals are here tonight, Den of Desire. Oh.
I don't know that I've even seen Calvin Couture look at a drug, let alone
what is that what that is?
I'm assuming it's some sort of foreign substance.
Do the runway partake?
Oh, they're not gonna. Now, I told you that I don't approve of everything that they do. Those are huge tabs.
Oh!
And
see ya up in those purple clouds.
Boom goes the dynamite.
Oh, no.
Oh, it hit Aleo right away.
Well,
and
that's
there
two
goes
for
Sonny.
Aleo.
And, sometimes it takes a while for it to kick in.
Yeah.
So, I think, okay. I don't think he can get out of the ring.
I think they'll be okay.
I think Tyler's a little freaked out now.
Okay.
Spoke a little too soon.
I'm going to turn around. I did not see what I thought I did. They are just fine, folks.
No instinct
they are
to
just,
protect yourself.
They're just fine. And we're going to march along here on Thursday Night Fights.
Somebody get some pillows and some blankets. Let's go.
Jeez, it's like they're watching a funeral or something.
I mean, they
God.
almost just watched two men
sure.
die in there.
Sure. Speaking about Den of Desire, I think we got
Only
more
in
tag
880
team action
wrestling,
coming.
Oh, do we?
Only in 880 wrestling. Our next bout, ladies and gentlemen, is a tag team attraction scheduled for one fall.
Well, guess who's back?
Introducing first. This is some guy named John. His tag team partner, Joe Murphy. Collectively, they are known as Buddies Incorporated.
Buddies Incorporated back here author, writer, annoying person, the gentrifier, some guy named John, and his Dragon Ball Z loving best friend, Joe Murphy. Of course, it is the empty tag rope, which you can't find on any shelves
because it
anywhere.
doesn't exist.
Well, they said it's sold out.
Yeah. Sure.
$2.19 on the TikTok. Hey, folks. It's because of Mikey, hopefully.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody said it's about to start, I think, and that was from Civil Protection said that on TikTok.
Civil Protection. What a name.
And their opponents from the den at a total combined weight of 318 pounds. First, borderline indecent, Marco Narciso and the Cannabis Casanova.
Now I know why they.
Blizzy Blake.
Now I know why they call him Blizzy Blake.
It's the den.
Because that is one hell of a Blizzy.
Blizzy Blake was coming out with a big old doink, and he said, I even got a bigger doink. Coming out with the biggest doink in the house, the Cannabis Casanova, Blizzy Blake. He and his muscles are here. And, of course, borderline indecent, star in the making, Marco Narciso. And what we're looking at, Mikey, is the Den of Desire.
What I'm looking at is an imprint on Marco's shorts. It's a little jarring.
It's a little jarring. Always great to see them. Of course, they will be a part of 880 World Series on Saturday, just like you, Mikey.
Blizzy always looks like he's dancing to a different song in his head.
Yeah. I don't know. There's just, like, very few people.
What is Joe Murphy doing with that doinker?
I don't understand why it's not burning his hands. Have you ever tried to grab the opposite end of a doink?
I have. It's not fun.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in, folks. But as I was saying, Marco Narciso, Blizzy Blake, two unique cats from stem to stern.
Now, how many Z's is that?
It's depending on the vibes. Tonight, like it
vibes.
Because of the big doink reveal, we're going like 7 Z's.
I love that.
And of course, Buddies Incorporated taking as much time as possible. Yeah. Blizzy was not even phased from the absolute roundhouse.
Some guy named John with the absolute weakest shot I've ever seen in my entire life. No intention behind it.
Rolling through here. Oh, I know why you did Red Monday Night Raw, right? Red brand?
See, this is something that me and Toddy have been arguing about for multiple weeks.
Red brand, baby.
He's been coming over to my house to watch Raw, but also has to remind me that he refuses to watch SmackDown.
I don't refuse.
No,
I'm just a Red brand guy.
No, but you did, and then you got accosted by everybody in the locker room, and then the following day you invited me to watch SmackDown at your house.
Accosted, he says. Headlock there by Blizzy Blake on some guy named John. Now, some guy named John was appointed by the Black Hand Society to do the ring announcing favors, which I'm not sure if you know that at 880's World Series on Saturday. That guy is going to be the ring announcer.
I remember hearing something about that before they blindly attacked Tatiana. I'm not around a whole lot, so
sure.
It's nice to get caught up by you, Tati, on what's going on. Yeah. Blizzy Blake going for some little back elbow.
Little back handspring elbow right into the mush of some guy named John. John, you're not even in the right corner, bud. Also, I know you're not up here too much. John is someone you can throw stuff at from here.
Oh, that I knew.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Oh, he's looking for a little bit of run time for this Rolling Thunder. Bam!
Let's go, Blake!
He's pulling out the whole moveset.
Oh, just a 2 count, says referee Chip.
Referee Chip noticing the foot on the rope a little late, but did not have that hand slap for the 3.
Referee Chip has been one of our referees for a short time. Did they make contact? I don't know that they did. Oh, God!
Big axe kick from Marco.
Of course, Den of Desire are two queer punk outlaws that you could see November 9th up there in New York for T2T Brooklyn. So if you're in Brooklyn November 9th, you'll see the Den up there.
Oh, heck yeah.
I will be in West Virginia that day doing deathmatch stuff. So that's the reason why I won't be in New York. Oh! Against the corner. Little buddy call out. Head of steam. Oh.
Big boot from Marco.
Marco offering a big boot to God's palest linebacker, Joe Murphy. Oh, swung through. 2. Oh, just a 2 count. Oh, God. Okay. Den is really on fire. They're just absolutely destroying these boys. Oh. There we go.
Into a little modified elbow drop.
Sexy pin 2. Oh, just a 2 count. SGNJ attempting to get the crowd behind Joe Murphy, but I don't know. I think he's a blue brander, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, drive by.
Little boot scrape action into a back elbow.
A little bit of a tramp stamp from Narciso. Bringing around town with that back elbow. Snapmare down. Buddies and Den have been at each other's throats since the summer.
Oh, I think I know what's coming next. I may not be around a lot, but I know this when I see it.
It's the full package.
The zoom in on the camera was crazy.
Yeah, there you go, Dan. Shout out Dan on camera. And in comes Blizzy Blake. Didn't pop that top off this week. I think he wants to show off the shirt. Oh, God. A little bit of up and under.
Sick move for a sweet shirt.
Den are really putting something together.
Oh,
there we go.
It comes.
Pop that off. From up in those purple clouds, down with a 420 frog splash. Come on now.
Gone in there to spoil the fun. But great ring awareness from him, tagging himself in.
Oh, slop drop. 2 and just a 2 count.
Is that a slop drop or a reverse DDT?
It's a slop drop. Have you ever seen Henry O. Godwin?
Gesundheit.
Yeah, thanks. I think Joe was just tagged. Joe is back into the match. They've been obsessed with cutting people's hair tonight. And now they're in a tag team match. How many segments are these guys in? Who writes this stuff? Oh, to the tummy of Blake and the cover. 2. Oh, just a 2 count. Chris the chef on sound tonight. He wants to be referred to as the chef.
Swedish chef,
yeah,
maybe.
I guess so. Oh, man.
Big swinging Uranagi from Joe Murphy.
2. Oh, shades of King Kong Coleman.
I hate to say it, but that was an actual really great looking swinging Uranagi.
That was so good. I mean, Joe has the power. If you honestly take a look at Joe, he doesn't look like too many cats in the locker room.
No,
there is something different about him.
There's a little something different about that cat.
I don't know that it's always good, but it is different. Oh, landing on his feet. Not for long. Get some height off of that. John with the cover. He was letting slip out, and just a 2 count. So much more to up the grabs tonight. Nick's Wilde's latest challenge for Reese Hayes coming up on this show. Department of Jocks are here. Dior Castro is here. Fourth Line, GME, and so much more. This is truly the disco before the breakdown. John getting out of dodge, but I think he pulled Joe in his way.
That's exactly what happened, Toddy.
Oh.
And now John trying to reap the rewards from his tag team partner's sacrifice.
Oh, they're setting. I think this would be their first victory over Buddies if they were able to do this. Assisted flatliner. Jeez!
Jesus Christ.
And you're going to have to go ahead and ring Blizzy up here. 1, 2, and 2 count. I thought that was going to be it. Uh-oh. Look at this. Up against the wall has him. It's been a while. Oh, in the ring. Flash. Oh
my God.
Camera barely got it. Joe Murphy distracted Blizzy Blake with the big
Here
W.
are your winners, the Den of Desire.
Buddies Incorporated, that was the closest they ever came to defeating Den, but this doesn't look like it's over. Oh, with the book.
That must be a loaded book. There's definitely no written pages in that. It's just a brick in there.
Well, how much time is Buddies going to take up on Thursday night fights? Den of Desire down. Oh, God, you know John's obsession with cutting hair. Don't you dare cut Marco's hair. Don't you dare. Hey, look who it is, Mikey.
Oh, my God.
Mikey, look who it is. The Runway is here. Now, Den of Desire and the Runway have been at each other's throats for months, but I think the Runway knows if anyone is going to give a makeover to Den of Desire, it's going to be the Runway. Blake is confused. Marco is confused.
There is a confusing silence.
I think Den is
I don't
scared,
know
Mikey.
if it's what we were given before, but it gave me a little realization. This Saturday night, it's 880 versus Black Hand Society. And the Runway is not Black Hand Society, okay? So it's time to issue a challenge right now. Black Hand Society, bring 4 of your best, because they're going against the Den of Desire and the Runway.
Oh my God, what a challenge being laid out.
Well, you heard it here first. Saturday at the 880 World Series, for the first time ever, the Runway and Den of Desire will be teaming up. And I'll tell you what, I'm getting word of their opponents. They're going to be teaming up against Angelo Carter and A-Game Joseph Alexander in the Brotherhood. What a match for Saturday, 4-on-4. Representing 880 Wrestling are the Runway and Den of Desire together for the first time. You got to come down to that.
Yeah. I assumed I was already going to be there.
Yes.
I mean, just hanging out.
Yes. A little birdie told me, Mikey, have you heard what 880 Wrestling has in store for you?
Oh, no.
It's going to be you and TME, buddy.
No.
You guys got to come to... You got to come down to 880 World Series. TME tagging with Mikey Montgomery, and you will see their opponents on Saturday.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, presenting from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, 85 foot 5 inches tall, weighing 175 pounds. This is the longest reigning 880 wrestling champion. This is amateur wrestler Reese.
And you heard him coming down the stairs. He said, Chris the chef, crank it. Crank it. He's fired up tonight, is Reese.
He is. He was talking to himself the entire time he was walking out. I couldn't understand a word. I couldn't even understand the mouth movement. He seemed like he was in such a daze.
If you're new to 880 Wrestling, Nick Wilde is the TNF champion and only will give Reese Hayes a shot at the Neon Gold once Nick introduces the entire row gallery that Reese Hayes has to go through. And tonight we're going to find out who Reese's next opponent is under the tutelage of Nick Wilde. Reese got to beat everyone here, I guess. And here comes the black sheep of 880 Wrestling. Here comes Nick Wilde.
I'm not going to lie, that's also a sick Titantron. I don't want to admit a lot of things that I'm saying tonight, but that's a sick Titantron.
To Thursday Night Knicks. The Black Sheep Knicks. Wow.
Of course, Reese Hayes, Nick Wilde were two of the disfigured bodies that took place at Enjoy Wrestling's very evil big-time ladder match. Check that out when it goes live.
Buddy, I have been so impressed with you the last couple of weeks. I'm really, really proud of you. You're really stepping up to this challenge. You're working your way back up the ladder. But, buddy, tonight, I'm pretty confident you are going to lose. And you're going to be right back at the bottom of the list. Because tonight, you're fighting a BaMANa.
What the hell?
What? A banana?
Yeah, a banana.
Well, looks like Nick's peeled the spoiled opponent.
Well, I guess Nick Wilde, the black sheep.
And his opponent from your local produce section.
This thing.
Inside your local triangle. Weighing in at 68 bushels with two spoiled.
All right.
This is
I know I haven't been around.
You need me to explain BaMANa to you?
No, I
think you kind of get it, right?
I think I get it. It's a man who's a banana.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that comes across.
You got that part.
Pretty clear.
There's also a little banana-ette in the crowd. There is someone dressed as a banana.
That's got to be his son, right? That's his son.
I mean, they're not all related, but
did I just say something prejudiced against bananas?
I think you may have. But BaMANa looked up here and said you could suck his stem.
Oh,
so
I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, I don't think anyone is. Oh, up on the shoulder.
Yep, and
is that gonna be two? And no, just a 2 count.
The banana slips out of the cover right there.
So the Rogues gallery so far that Reese Hayes has had to defeat to get to Nick Wilde now includes a banana. Adrian Kirsch also in that list.
A banana.
Yes.
What are we doing here, Toddy?
Well, right now there's an amateur wrestler fighting a banana in the squared circle on Dottie Block. I don't know what else. I mean,
God,
you get it, right?
Kensington's a weird place, dude. Yeah. Oh, man.
Bounce against the ropes here. Up and over. Here comes Reese. Duck under. What a leapfrog by the Nan. Oh! Pulling through. Bridging out. 2. And just a... Oh, look. Shoulders down. Oh, he's... Referee Chip said, I
mean, he's a banana. I mean, what do you expect?
Oh!
I was...
There was a little O in the crowd.
I'm eating my words.
Yeah. Better than eating a Nana.
Split. Here it goes.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Register's pretty. I mean, you get it.
Yeah. All right.
Everybody in the chat, Adrian Kerr said, Reese only beat me because I tore my quad that afternoon. His luckiest streak is about to end. Of course you would say something negative like that about Reese Hayes. Oh! Duck under. Oh! Jeez!
Big running clothesline from Reese.
The Nana that was in his hand flew up into the sky, and Reese Hayes stalking his prey here. Up, roll through.
I think we're going for Chaos Theory.
And you can ring it up. Another victory for Reese Hayes. Nick Wilde, you better watch out.
PLU code 4011. BaMANa has hit the checkout.
Reese Hayes knows that BaMANa was put up to it by Nick Wilde. A nice little handshake. But another officery defeated by Reese Hayes, and up the ladder another rung towards that TNF championship.
I mean, is Nick Wilde just trying to waste Reese's time?
Waste all of our times. Waste all of our times.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we head here to our next bout, some checks, some balances. First of all, I would like to thank, very humbly, Sidekick Media Services, who brings us to IndyWrestling.us, brings us to YouTube.
This is where Matt Flash says hi to us.
TikTok. On sound up there, CJ, round of applause. And your two hardest working gentlemen in the building, your referees, first Chip Cypress, wherever he may be dwelling, and my favorite bubby, there's George Ross.
There's George Ross down there.
On commentary, got Mikey up there. On color commentary, supersonic Mikey Montgomery. We saw him earlier.
I'm not as tall as Todd.
And
You
beside
can't see me on
him
camera.
is mine and everybody's favorite.
I can't hear because 10,000 people are talking behind me, but I think
Tony Tondera.
Hi, Dan. And sometimes I do binoculars to increase the crowd's level of attention to me.
Now, ladies
pretty
and
good,
gentlemen,
right?
we head to our next bout. It is a 6-person tag, and it is scheduled for one fall.
6-person tag action. Oh boy, guess
It's
who?
61st. The picture perfect athlete, Dior Castro. His tag team partners. First, fighting out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, by way of Raleigh, North Carolina, wearing number 1. This is Big Dev Swayze. Next, fighting out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, by way of Aiken, South Carolina, wearing number 32, Avalanche Adams. Those two are collectively known as the Department of Jocks.
Big D, A double, where it's always D-O-J on top, Department of Jocks.
More like
with a
Department
troublemaker.
More like Department of Jerk-Offs.
Yeah, they get that a lot. Dior Castro, of course, he's like a first-gen jock, so he's been helping these jocks along. Department of Jag-Offs, you know. Well, you heard Casey Ward. He's ready to drink some blood. Let's give it up for the fourth line.
Yeah, these gentlemen.
Their opponents.
These gentlemen.
Serving a total penalty of 402
the fourth line scared the shit out of him.
First, he is the Henry Rollins of professional wrestling and the Muay Thai Mania. This is Casey Ward. His tag team partner is the reigning 880 no-ring champion. He is Satan's favorite saint, Brandon St. James. And they are the former 880 tag team champions. This is the fourth line.
Brandon St. James, Casey Ward, the fourth line. Now, we've been talking about the Enjoy Wrestling's Very Evil all night, and you've probably seen it just like the rest of us, but Brandon St. James jumped off a very tall ladder and absolutely demolished Nick Wilde for the Enjoy audience, so check that out. Casey Ward.
I believe Nick Wilde walked out with a neck brace on.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Casey Ward also did some damage to Junie Underwood.
Former degenerate.
Well, we've seen in recent weeks that Gianni Michael Enrico is attempting to make amends with 880 Wrestling.
Yeah, so explain this to me.
He was abandoned by the Dangerous Knights crew, who led him to 880 Wrestling.
Their tag team partner from the motherland, weighing in at 190 kilograms, standing 119 centimeters tall. He is a former 880 Wrestling champion. This is the entire strongman, Gianni Michael Enrico!
And as I was saying, Mikey, he was abandoned by the Dangerous Knights crew, who led him to the big dance at 880 Wrestling. David Lawless gave GME a championship, which he held. They had the tag team championships. But to his own lonesome, he's become a lone wolf without them in the 880 locker room. And now that the Black Hand Society is here, Gianni needs 880 Wrestling more than he ever has. And you know what? Some hate to say it, but we need him more than we ever have, too.
It's a real comic book story happening here at 880 Wrestling with Gianni Michael Enrico, it seems.
This will be the first time that Gianni Michael Enrico tags with the fourth line. Big moment here.
Big huddle from the Department of Jerk-Offs.
There we go. Oh, this is really breaking down early. The bell has not rung. But Gianni Michael Enrico, despite being champion, he has to make his way in our locker room now without the Dangerous Knights crew, without the DNC. And let's see what the fourth line lead him to tonight. Oh, big conk on the noggin. Oh, little
Big
collision at center ice here. A double picked up by GME. Now, the trust that 880 Wrestling has in GME right now, I'm not sure if it's going to hold weight come Saturday, as GME will be representing 880 Wrestling at this year's World Series. And Mikey, if you remember last World Series, GME was trying to get this company away from us.
He was.
So he will be on our side, at least for now.
How the turntables.
That's right. It's a DJ music, you know?
Right.
I think they call it hyperpop. I'm just learning about Charlie XCX recently.
Yeah.
Have I told you about that? I'm just learning about pop music.
Toddy, I believe that you are so Julia.
I wouldn't know what that means.
Exactly. Nobody knows what that means.
Oh, big snapmare over. Well, headlock takeover, excuse me. Oh, Casey War. Casey War deals punishment every time he's in there, and make no exception about it. If A double doesn't get himself out of here.
Ooh.
Ripping him up by the nose.
Casey War has got to be
calculated and slow to twist that dagger.
Oh, absolutely. But he does have to be a little bit cognizant of the referee's count. Grabbing at the nose.
Oh.
He's asking him if he's done yet.
Well, Casey War doesn't mind putting a little punishment into his own body. I mean, Casey War was walking around here with the biggest shiner I've ever seen at 880 Wrestling for a while. Thanks to Uncle Masty.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, I remember that.
Oh. Into the corner there. Oh.
Oh, come on, Casey. There you go. Big block.
Oh. Hammer. Gotta hit him for sure. Oh, bounce against the ropes. I think BSJ made that tag. I don't know that Avalanche Adams knows, but here comes BSJ.
Big clothesline from Brandon.
Into the corner. BSJ is fired up. I'm surprised he's still in one piece after Very Evil. I mean, he jumped from the ceiling. Oh.
Your body can do crazy things when you are crazy as well.
Well, I was talking to you. You did a moonsault off a balcony. That's probably the biggest moonsault I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, I would never do it again for $1 million.
Weren't you like half blind doing it too?
Yeah, absolutely.
Sheesh, folks. Oh, into unfamiliar territory. Tag in is Casey War. And if you notice, Casey War and BSJ, despite their alliance with GME, they're sticking it in-house and tagging in one another.
Big double neck breaker from the fourth line.
Oh, just a 2 count. Oh, God. Jesus. Clubbering blow, and here we go. There's some team unity there. Gianni, Michael, and Rico tagged into the match by Casey War.
He's now commanding him to get back up.
Whoa, what the hell? Who is that? It's Nick's Wilde. It's Nick's Wilde, and I think some guy named John is down there acting like a creep. What the heck is this? Was this led by Nick's Wilde? Was Nick's Wilde mad because Reese won? Nick's Wilde, here comes Keith. Here comes Reese. What the heck? Nobody has anything under control. Referee George in the corner. What is going on here? A little alliance, though, before the World Series. 880 tagging up here. Mikey is gone. Mikey's out of here. Johnny is calling for a mic after Nick's Wilde and some guy named John interfered.
I see 5 880 guys, and I see 5 Black Hand Society guys. Let's call a 10-man right now. Chicken.
Buck. Nick's Wilde representing the Black Hand Society. He's been called out by GME. Could we see Team 880 coalescing at the Thursday Night Fights before the biggest show in our show's history? What a second here. Is this... Everyone's on the ground. Into the ring. Is this happening? Or are we just going to all brawl and kill each other before Saturday? God. We could be here all night. Oh. John is back in. Wait, it's official, I guess. So this is now a 5-on-5 preview of 880 Wrestling's World Series. Of course, you could join us on Saturday at Penn Brewery, but you could get a little taste right now, a little 5-on-5 action. Sarah Cannon in the YouTube chat. Hello to Sarah. Oh, and you can watch us every week here, 8 p.m., IndyWrestling.us. Thank you for tuning in all night. Again, I am Toddy Tondera. This will be my last 880 Wrestling show until next week because I am banned on Saturday. So is Sean Collier. So thank you, folks. And once again, I do apologize to Sean Collier and 880 Wrestling for getting us banned last week. But right now, Reese Hayes, who took on a banana, is now taking on a jerk. 2 for 1 night for Reese Hayes. Oh. Now, Nick's Wilde often calls this Thursday Nick's Fights. This is their show. And since the Black Sheep has donned the color of blue and black, Nick's Wilde is a bit of a dictator. Following in the tutelage of Nick's Wilde, these team of freaks and jocks, and right now the Bearcat. Shades of Chaz D'Amato, we love you, buddy. Cat scratch fever, and in comes the Bearcat. Oh, big slap across the chest. Oh, laying it in is the Bearcat. Bounce against the ropes. Big back elbow there. Smile just said, this is my first time watching a match. I joined at the BaMANa and am heavily confused right now. We all are, Smile. Welcome to 880 Wrestling. We're here every week. Oh, big kick to the gut there. Oh, come on now. Look what they're doing to the Bearcat. The Bearcat was treated unfairly last week and this week. Partially it was my fault, but this isn't. Fourth line, GME, Reese. Look at that, look at that. Oh, you better hope you don't tag in Casey or BSJ at this point. Into the corner, in comes Dior Castro. Oh. Now, I often say that Dior Castro reminds me of Punch-Out because that's exactly what he does. He punches out. He is the troublemaker. Oh, big slap across the chest. Bounce against the ropes. Duck under the clothesline. Oh. You can hear the echo off the chest of Keith Haught, off this building. Dior Castro has always been a thorn in the side of 880 Wrestling. You know, in the early days, he really cut his teeth here. But we thought we saw the last of him when MV Young put him in a coffin. But back from the dead. You know, a lot of people say Dior Castro lives rent-free in their heads. And right now he's leading the DOJ. Avalanche Adams in here. Big D. Oh, come on now. You're teasing the wrong army, kid. In comes Nick's Wilde. Nick's Wilde wants, try to permanently break the hand, the wrist of Keith Haught. Just a dangerous, unhinged being is Nick's Wilde. Oh, slap across the face. Keith attempting to get up. Oh, caught. Oh, there we go. Now, momentum into the World Series means everything. Imagine if 880 could pick up a win here. I'm hoping the Black Hand Society dudes are still in the chat. Them and all their regular haircuts. Oh, big coffin toppy clothesline by GME, and he's going to lay them all out. Oh, over the back. Big D ain't touched that Jardinara. Cover. 2. Oh, just a 2 count. And in comes Nick's Wilde. Oh man, and this is gonna just how this thing started, it's erupting like a volcano. Oh, John into the corner. This is a mess. If this is any Saturday preview, then I would love to see you folks at that show on Saturday. Oh, what is going on here? DOJ lining GME up. Oh, 2 big boots. Adrian Kirsch says Nick's Wilde got so cool. What a glow up. Yeah, different opinions there. The fourth line alone with Avalanche Adams. The 880 Yakuza doing what they do best. With 10 A's, a brain buster. Combo by the fourth line. But look out, fourth line. Dior and Casey. Oh. Knocked out cold. In comes Keith Haught. Oh. There There we go, big double clothesline. Oh, sling blade flying across like the black swan they are. Oh, guess what, though? Hold on to the top rope. Reese rolling through, and here comes Big D from behind. Size 15 boot. Against the ropes, duck under the clothesline. Here comes Reese back, flying forearm. Oh! Keith Haught calling in the fourth line. Yo! Big double minor. Big spear. Hey, Black Hand Society, I hope you're watching your monitors. Team 880 victorious on TNF.
Here are your winners, the team of Reese Hayes, Keith Haught, Gianni, Michael, Enrico, and the fourth line.
Team 880 is coming for your throats on Saturday. 880 Wrestling versus the Black Hand Society, 880 World Series, Penn Brewery, Saturday. Get your tickets now. Front row is almost sold out. What a night. I'm Toddy Tondera, and just like I always do, I offer you to get roached.